Hello guys, coding journey again, and after I made the introduction to the channel, I think the best way to continue is to start showing you things. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a P5, a JavaScript library called P5, which is absolutely great for beginners. And we're going to use a online editor because I don't want to make you download some hard editors and so on. And let's begin with. So the first thing you're going to do is type in your search engine like P5 online editor or something like this. P5 editor 2 works, and the best result you're going to find is alpha editor p5js.org. So after you open it, you see that some kind of a syntax is loaded. We're going to delete it, and let's start by showing you the basic functions of this library. So the first function I'm going to show you is called setup. It's executed only once from the application, only in the beginning while the setup executes, and it never repeats again. So how you declare a function? You type function and then the name of the function, setup, then these round brackets, and then two curly brackets. Inside you type the block of code that is going to be executed by the function. So one of the basic functions and necessary functions for the setup is create canvas. Inside we want to say how many pixels by the x and how many pixels by the y. The y we want our canvas to be. So the maybe default thing is 400 by 400, the most used, and when we run it we actually don't see anything. That's because we didn't add color. It stays white. So function draw is the other basic function. Again, we call it, we declare it, we put the round brackets and then two curly brackets. Inside we can say another basic function like create canvas without saying function in the beginning. Let's say background, and then inside we say what the background of the canvas we want it to be. This works not like saying yellow or something. This doesn't work. The way it works, it takes R, G and B values, red, green and blue, like in Photoshop and so on. So if we say 0, 0, 0, that means none of the colors is active or something like this, and we should see it black. Here it is. Then if we say 255, which is the maximum value of a color, that means that the red is maximum and we don't have green and blue. That means it turns red. So the difference between this and this is absolutely nothing. I mean, if the three values are absolutely equal, we can write only one. I mean, if we type 100, then 100, and then 100, you'll see something gray, I think. Yeah, something gray. And if we leave it only 100, we'll again see the same result. So we can merge colors too. I mean, if we merge red and green, we receive yellow. So if we say 255, 255, 0, that's maximum red, maximum green, and no blue, we should receive yellow. And here it is. And the last function I'm going to show you for this tutorial, this little tutorial which will continue in the next episode, is Ellipse. This function takes 4 arguments instead of 2 or 3, and they are where we want to place it, x and y, and how wide we want it to be by the x and by the y. That means that if you want it at 50x and 50y, and we want it 20 pixels by the X and 20 pixels by the Y, we should receive it somewhere around here. I don't know what broke though. Yes, here is some kind of a bug. We draw first the ellipse and then we put on a background, and everything behind the background is not visualized, so we should put it in front of the background. Now we are able to see it. So if we increase the value of the X, and let's say we put 150, that means it's going to move a little bit right. Yes, and if we increase the value of the Y, that means the circle is going to move a little bit down. And if we increase the value of the width of the X, like 200, it's going to get really wide, like flat. Here it is. And if we increase the Y too, it's going to turn again into a circle, but much bigger. Here it is. So actually I'm going to show you just one more thing, which is called fill. And actually I forgot to say that if we type a function without this function behind it, you always have to put these curly brackets, and inside there are the arguments. So the fill function says with what color to fill the object at below it. So if we say 255 0 0, the ellipse should turn red. And let's say we say 150 here, it will maybe turn something of a pinky. Yeah, here it is. So this is the tutorial for today. I hope you enjoyed and have fun with it. I will see you in the next video.